Okay, so we finally got the DJI Pocket 4 Pro. We paid some extra for it because it is still a hot item on the market. In this short first impressions video, we will go through the new things on the 4 Pro and compare it to the Pocket 3 a little bit because that's the only one we have from DJI. Then we will definitely do a side-by-side comparison with the Insta360 Luna Ultra. That video will take a bit of time, so subscribe and you won't miss it. Now we bought the standard package, the one you may also buy. In the box, there's the camera itself, the handle, the fill light, the USB cable, and a strap, all packed in this small pouch. Honestly, for a heavy user, the pouch is not big enough. You may want to buy the creator combo that has a bigger pouch. Now for the camera itself, the most obvious change is the new lenses. It says that DJI made two new lenses for the 4 Pro. They are the new 60mm telephoto lens and the 1-inch wide lens. The camera weighs 230 grams, exactly the same as the Insta360 Luna Ultra. I mean, what a coincidence. Based on my experience, I always put the handle at the bottom so the grip is better, and even more so on the 4 Pro because the camera part is heavier. The handle gives you more confidence holding it. This time there's a mechanical lock on the camera which was not there on the Pocket 3, so this can lock the camera when it's powered off, especially because DJI has not yet made a case for the 4 Pro, so it protects the camera a little bit better. There's a lens cover on the cameras. You can get it off with a simple twist, then swap on some other ones. The opinions vary about this design. We will see if this is good for us. The button layout is a bit different with 2 more buttons on the screen. The joystick is better designed and more intuitive than the Pocket 3's, but it sticks out more. If there should be a case to protect the whole unit, then I think this joystick should be covered also. Besides these parts, others are exactly the same as the Pocket 4 and certainly very similar to the Pocket 3. So the telephoto lens is a good one. It can not only zoom into 3x for some distance shots, and it can also create a nice bokeh in the background, which can be very good for vlogging. And for us, we always shoot products in our studio for some close-up and also some events outside where it's hard to get close to the subject. We will do more testing when we can. Now the main camera is the same one as the Pocket 4. It is a 20mm f4 sensor and it has a low-fig technology inside. We have seen low-fig on the Xiaomi 17 Pro series. It can provide very good dynamic range and deal with highlights very well. So it claims to support 17 stops of dynamic range, which is insane. To make full use of it, DJI created a new D-Lock 2 10-bit for it, but there's a catch. We will talk about that in the full review. When it comes to the user experience, it is largely the same as the Pocket 3. It is kind of important for long-time Pocket 3 users like us. Like when I hold it for the first time, I know it is a DJI Pocket. Other than that, the 2 new buttons do create some convenience. Zooming in is easier and the custom button enables more features. And lastly, the 103 gigs of internal storage is a lifesaver. It can really help us when we're out there. When I was doing research on the DJI Pocket 4 Pro, there were still some comments talking about the heating up issue, the battery draining fast, and the D-Lock 2 is not available for 3x. We will talk about it in the full review and perhaps put it against the Insta360 Luna Ultra. Which one is better, the DJI Pocket 4 Pro or the Insta360 Luna Ultra? We will let you know later. Okay, this is Wei from China. See you soon.